This podcast is brought to you by Infinite Resources, a local staffing agency connecting diverse job candidates in central Iowa companies.
Amplified.
Welcome back to Rooted Latinas, your go-to podcast for honest conversations, laughter, and a whole lot of relatable experiences. We're sharing our journey of adapting from a Latino household to life in the U.S., discussing challenges, transforming obstacles, and celebrating personal growth. Welcome back, you guys. How are you guys doing?
What's up?
Good. Y'all, this is going to be our last episode of 2024.
It's
crazy. Let that
2 years. I love it.
Wait,
but
what?
it flew. This is our second year. Our second, we recorded in 23, now in 24.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. We're going into a third year.
Isn't that wild?
Wait, for real?
I was like, it's only been a year.
Oh,
No.
wow. I guess time goes fast when you're having fun, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
2 years already. So think back. Can you guys think back at the time that when we were sitting here doing our first episode?
I'm trying to think. Y'all were ella already.
Yeah.
But in the beginning stages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we started off with introductions.
Because when was,
Stories.
when did you guys become ella? In
22, right?
Okay.
September 2022.
Yeah.
Sheesh. I'm like,
Dang.
what's AS sign? That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah. You guys are going to have to figure that out.
Well, anyways, we are so excited because we want to talk about literally what's going to happen in 2025. What are our plans? What are our goals? What are you going to leave behind? What are you going to start new? And kind of just talk about, it's going to be really cool to look back at the end of 2025 and really like reflect on everything that we talked about.
Yeah.
Let's get started.
Yeah. I feel like health is like something's been on my mind lately. Like I was just having a conversation with Rocio before you guys got in, but just about like, in nosotros Latinos, I feel like we don't go to the doctor as often as we should because we didn't grow up going to the doctor. You know what I mean? But just putting my health first, trying to, because I'm like, I want to be healthy for Gia, spend time with Gia, run around and not be like, oh, like my hip hurts. You know what I mean? Like, I feel old sometimes. So just like advocating for myself. And I was telling her I went and got like a second opinion and I felt like so heard. And I'm like, okay, they're going to help me like work through this, what, like my issues or whatever, so that was nice. That's a big one for me going into 2025.
Jamie, I was going to ask you, because I guess I see you as someone who already invests so much in their health. Like you have a whole gym downstairs. I don't know if y'all have seen her on her Insta or anything, but if you haven't, or you're her Facebook, girl, you have a whole layout.
And I just added to that health package for my basement. I got a
What'd you do?
sauna and a nice wood sauna like in a
Hey,
corner.
neighbor.
Yeah. 3 people can go in it and has the red light, which that has been like a huge like, hey, health, amazing for your skin.
Yes.
So I'm excited to try it. It's just sitting in my garage. I have to take it downstairs and
Are
build
you
it.
taking
but-
new members?
Yeah, right?
Did you get
Yeah.
it from like an Amazon or
I got it. It's like clear light, and they were having a like $800 off on Black Friday. We're like, we waited to see if there was going to be any like deals or whatever, but still, it was.
That's
it's
exciting.
nice. Yeah.
That is exciting.
Heck yeah.
I would second that with Jamie too. I think especially towards like the end of, what was it? It had to be like, actually I started my health journey where I was actually paying attention when I signed up for a half a marathon, like a month before the half marathon. And I started running. And I think that when I completed the half marathon, it was like, holy cow, like I was so proud of myself because I'm like, I did it, And 2, I was like, man, I feel like I was dying. Like the next day for a good 2-3 days, I could not walk. Like me dolía mis piernas so much.
Yeah.
And I remember when we got to the finish line, I got in line to get like they do the massages. I could not stand up. Like my legs were so bad, but it made me like reflect on that, right? Like I don't have kids yet, but when I do, like I want to be able to run around with them, have enough energy to hang out with them. And so I think that's when I started being more focused on health.
Yeah.
So I think going into 2025, definitely more healthy eating for me. the last 3 months, I've been going to the gym at 4 a.m, Monday through Friday. So that has been another challenge. But
I've been watching you
You
on
feel
Instagram.
so good. Like once you leave and just like the like the thought process of like, holy cow, like I did that, you know?
Yep.
And sometimes I wonder like what takes us so long to like truly like focus on our health.
What do you think?
Live, we have other important things, or no tenemos tiempo, you know, because I feel like we're like go-getters, and we're just always go. What's the next thing that we forget to like pause and like, what's the next thing for me, you know, not for,
I agree. I'm like, Mariana, you were on that marathon.
Oh my gosh. When she brought it up, I'm like,
Flashback.
She's like, yeah, I'm leaving that memory.
it was so bad. Like, oh my gosh.
I remember. Well, tell us what happened.
I think a week I was just not. I was like, y'all, I cannot get up. Same, like after the finish line. Like first of all, I was running super slow motion, like towards the end, and I felt I was going really fast. But there was a time where I was trying to stop and I couldn't stop. Like my legs were just on fire. Like they were just like wanting to go. But yeah, I think that's a huge accomplishment, really. Like even though it took longer than I thought in my brain, you know, it would take. But I agree. I think that one thing for me personally about the health thing is it's just what you said. Like it's just not putting and allowing to put yourself first because you think, oh, I'm young, like I still have time. But it starts now, like early before you turn 30, you know, and I think that's important too, to really put yourself first in that sense.
Especially all the different types of food we eat. Like, I feel like food is part of my love language. Like
We were talking about that too.
Take me to a nice meal. I'll love you for life.
Yeah, how are like the first thing, like we get told that the doctors like avoid dairy or gluten, you know, because we'll feel bloated. But I was like, pan.
Literally.
But fun.
And
Well, in our household,
the gluten-free stuff tastes like cardboard. And I'm like,
does it?
yes.
I've never tried. I don't know.
That power bar you had with
The Quest one?
Yes.
That was disgusting.
See?
That was so gross.
Is there anything health-wise that you guys are changing? I heard you say what you're doing. More of.
I've been considering, I've never gone to like a psychologist or a therapist or whatever, but I've been considering it. I'm not like going through anything, but I know I've like gone through so much trauma, and you know, I just like store it in the back of my, like I feel like I'm good, like I'm healthy, whatever, but I'm like, because I don't deal with that stuff maybe, you know, which that's where I'm torn, because I know people seek like a therapist or professional help when you're feeling depressed or anxious. I guess I do get more anxious now that I'm older, like, and I feel the anxiety. But besides that, like, I feel healthy. But so now I'm starting to think, okay, like maybe I should just do it. Like there has to be nothing wrong with me in the moment. I could still see somebody and just be even like healthier, I guess.
I love that. That's huge. I don't think a lot of folks. That's what I was gonna say. It's like equating that to preventative health versus going when something's wrong.
True.
I think it's also just good to be able to speak to someone and just talk out loud whatever you're feeling, even though it might not be anything bad. Like nomás hablando, letting it go, like that releases things from your body too, and it helps.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah, I have friends that have talked to psychologists, which they not only listen, because like I can talk to any of you and I feel like, you know, better, right? But they just help you like understand, like, okay, about why does that make you feel like that, and you know, and like what's causing it, you know, and you start from when you're little and work your way up, and they help you and give you like things to do and work on, you know. So
Based on your childhood traumas.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you reacting that way, you know?
That's powerful. Literally had this similar situation today where I got a message from someone and it just triggered me. I'm like, why did that trigger me? And like, you just, when you start being more aware of it, you like pause, you think about it, and it's like, oh, okay, I shouldn't have been mean. Like, it's just me, you know? I love that.
Like, voy a matar.
It's like, calm down, Maria, delete. Next day.
Oh my goodness.
I was gonna say, I'd love for Rocio to share like what your theme is for next year, like that word that you're going to focus on next year.
Yes. The word is experience. So they heard it already, but it's experiences. So I think most of the time I have always focused on like the end result or like the outcome of reaching X or making amount or impacting X amount of families or whatever. And now it's more of just, you know what? I just want to experience life, be in the flow. It's more about the experiences and the people I want to spend time with and more focused on the emotions that I want to feel next year. So I have concerts on there. I have travel for next year. I'm scheduling like monthly brunches with our family. I'm scheduling weekly nights with my friends. Like I'm just starting to get all of that on there. And I know for some, maybe, I don't know if that's normal for y'all, but for me, most of my life is revolving around work because I don't know how to shut it off. Yeah. So when yesterday we were on a podcast where it's out of office and you're not supposed to talk about work, I was telling them, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a challenge. So if you guys haven't heard it, it's Michael Guerrero and Carla Guerrero's podcast. You guys can check them out later or check out Amplified's website so you can check them out and follow them.
Yeah, that was super eye-opening too because I'm like, my whole life revolves around work. And it was just like, shoot, one of the questions was like, what's a personal goal for 2025? And I'm like, dang, maybe I should like try to separate work with personal, you know? So it was like, whoa, like that's my whole answer was like, trabajar. I don't want to say about work.
I love that. I've never heard that being somebody's word experience.
Yeah.
What about yours?
I don't know. I don't think I have one, but I think just with our coach that we have now, like it's just continue to be a like awareness, I guess, to really what, like Maria said, what triggers you. Well, if it triggers you, like why does it trigger you, and just working it backwards and really just heal from the inside out, I guess, per se. But experiences has been a challenge too, from our coach to us, and that has been amazing. Just the past, what would you say, like a month, 2 months, 3 months? I don't know how
When you guys
Since
talk to your
June.
coach, is it in a group setting or individually?
Zoom.
Yeah.
Do you guys have individual coaches?
No.
Not on this one, but it's really cool because I think the similarities in how we grew up, we might have similar life experiences and then the values también. So one of the things that he has pointed out to us is like, y'all are people pleasers. And I'm like, what? Yeah, you're right.
Because we're real estate agents.
So I think it's just really cool the way he brings things out for us. Like we had a whole thing where we had to organize what our outfits were going to be for the whole week. Do you do that?
No.
Do you plan for like what you're gonna wear the night before even? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Like
in the morning, I'm like, I was going to go with this shirt.
How long does it take you?
yeah.
Not long.
No?
No. Just quick.
So he
I'm like, I'm the problem.
That's how I felt.
But it was really cool. Like he just has us go through these experiences, right? That we want to get out of our normal routine. Because that's the biggest thing with people. Sometimes they stay in that same routine over and over again. So when you are giving something that's out of your routine, it makes you start thinking differently. So it was really cool because we were recapping and we're like, all right, y'all, how'd y'all do? And it was funny because I told them my answer was like leggings and whatever goes with leggings. And I'll have that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like sin pensar. And then Mariana was like, that she was going to pair it. She was going to focus more on like jewelry and all that stuff. And then we have Rocio over here. Girl, tell him how you did it.
Well, I was like, okay, I'm supposed to dress up as nice as I can as if it was an event.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, start measuring my body, getting body measurements. I entered the body measurements into ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT to give me what my body shape is and then what clothes goes best with my body shape.
Wow.
But this is the reason, anything that is new to me or I'm not like good at.
Yeah.
That is one thing no me llega fácil. So I just start digging and what I ended up finding out is I ended up in analysis paralysis and I had a cart full of stuff and at the end I said, F it, and I bought nothing.
Wow.
It's just different, like
brains.
I think like I wouldn't like doing that, because then that would mean like I would literally want to like hang everything up together in a line, but then it doesn't go with everything else that I have in my closet. So I think it would drive me nuts. Because like
OCD?
Yes, because I have all my t-shirts like in color coded, hung on a hanger.
Oh, girl.
So
My
we need to
jacket's
hang
in
out
this
more
corner.
with Jamie.
Right, I'm like,
We're the problem because we don't have organization.
Yeah, I know.
Organization is tough for us.
and the other thing.
Remember how you said that message today about the storm, and I was like, that says tomorrow.
Exactly, girl.
Can you tell them what happened?
Yeah, you said that there was gonna be a severe
I sent a
snowstorm.
screenshot. I
Yeah.
sent a
Rocio
screenshot.
was freaking out, you guys.
Yeah, about driving over here to record.
That's like 5 minutes away
And
from
Maria's
her
like,
house.
I'll pick you up. And I was like, nobody's gonna pick anybody up. That's for tomorrow.
I didn't even realize it too. I was like, oh, there is? And Maria's like, it's gonna snow again. But one of the things, so just to go back about like what coach is having us do, like one, it's exciting for us. Would you ladies
Yes.
agree? It's exciting for us because one thing too that he mentions throughout our coaching is we're very transactional.
Yeah.
Like with everything. Like if you think about it, you wake up and you just do what you have to do because you have to do it, and there's no organization. And so pairing like the clothes thing is cool. Like I went out and bought organizers. I don't know if you guys remember like the little cubby organizers.
Yeah.
And so I bought one for me and my two boys because I'm like, easy, like duh, like
Yeah.
you know, this is easy. But I was telling the ladies, I was like, like I tried my first outfit the first day and I'm like, this ain't it.
Yeah.
And
Is
so,
your coach also a real estate agent or no?
Yeah.
So the cool part about him, honestly, that we noticed real quickly is like he is a business coach, but his way of first starting with us is really the mindset and understanding ourselves and who we're partnering with, and really going through that self-development, self-discovery. And I think that's the powerful part, because it goes into like, I think all around 2025 is for me like truly understanding me, and I think you just get to this level of awareness and ultimately a level of fulfillment with yourself that anything.
Yeah. I think in so many workplaces and even to ourselves, we think that like we just focus on like, okay, how do we get better for work, or how do we get better customer service? How do we get better with like this using this system or that? But we forget that like if things are a hot mess outside of work, like we're just working something that could be much more efficient. We're just worried about you know, our personal stuff, where we have our personal lives organized or whatever. Then you come in and you just focus on work, and you're just much more efficient. You know, working like costs us more money otherwise or whatever.
That's
money
true.
and time.
I think it's different. I don't know if like I've been out of corporate for so long, and so I can see that. But I think as entrepreneurs and small business owners, you have to like be developing in yourself, or if you don't develop in yourself, then your business is only going to grow to that level or that amount.
Right.
So I think it's scaling, maybe because it's so much larger and bigger. Maybe they're like, we want to get good at this specific thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I could be wrong.
But and then goes back to like, you know, like doing, you guys, I'm sure you do like development stuff, right, for your team, and like, but that's for work, but like what do you do to help them budget for outside of work, you know, and stuff like that. And a lot of businesses forget that part, that if like our employees are not, their lives are not, I don't know what I want to say, like how do I want to say it, if their lives are like a hot mess outside of here, you're not gonna get the best version of that person.
Because you're talking about the inward first, right? And you're looking at it from a whole, you're the human side.
Yeah.
You're looking at it as they're humans.
Yeah. And that's how I like to like, you know,
Yes.
and you guys as entrepreneurs.
So wait, real quick. So did you share yours?
I think so. I started with the,
I'm like, did we get through
I think
everyone?
we did.
Did we? Yeah.
All right, ladies. Anything you guys want to? I just wanted to end. So I shared this with these two, Jamie, and trying to do something different. Just because this is our last episode of the year, maybe we can go around and share something we appreciate about one another. And then just as a grateful, and then call it a go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's go first. Oh, no time to think.
I can go.
Okay, go.
Mariana's like, yeah, you go. No, I just specifically for this year, I would say, Mariana, you have been such a guiding light for me in the way you show support and love to literally anyone. It inspires me so much, girl.
Vas a llorar.
No, I'm not crying today. I really,
No,
I'm really focusing. No, so truly thank you for being that light.
Thanks, girl.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Mine, I would say just to all three of you. Like, I look forward to when we get together again, or when we squeeze in like a lunch or something. Those are so much fun.
Oh, yes.
And we're always like, why aren't the cameras on us right now? We're being funny, you know?
So
Why are
right.
cameras not following us?
That's so true.
So I appreciate you guys and the energy.
Well, and I was going to say, Jamie, like, thanks. I don't know if they know, but if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. I don't know if this was the purpose or not, but how much closer we are, one. And two, it provides a space to speak up our voices and to amplify our voices. And I don't think that's something people get to do. And so I feel very grateful to have you in my world, in my life, and as my friend, girl.
Love you guys.
I'm like, yes. I could say a little bit of everything for everyone, but I think ultimately true. I agree. Like going into this, we truly did not know what this was going to come about, but the way that it has allowed us to share our voice and just share our story, I think has brought us all together and got to know a little bit more of all three of us, even though we were raised very similarly.
We got you, girl.
Okay, y'all know what I mean.
Igual.
Similar. Se me estaba olvidando el inglés. Déjame hablar en español.
Yeah.
No, like in general, like I've learned and have been inspired by each and every single one of you guys. And I'm really so looking forward to 2025 and everything that we're going to propose to do. The growth, everything personally, business. I'm really excited to come back at the end of 2025 and show you guys how powerful and developed women we have become. So thank you guys for continuing to inspire me.
Oh, thanks, girl. And last one I wanted to say, and I think we might all agree, is a huge thank you to the people behind the cameras. Those that you guys cannot see. Literally, we walk in
Laura
and
and
things
Aki.
are ready to go. So Laura, Aki, Amplified, thank you so much. Thank you to our listeners. We are so excited in going into next year. It's going to be all brand new everything. So stay tuned. And with that, we'll see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.